So this is another review of our black seed oil. I'm reading from my second phone. So March 27th, that is when April last month, one of the members of our tribe sent me a DM. She said that she has had yeast infection for a very long time, and that there was a time she had oral intercourse with her husband, and she suspected that she got oral thrush, and that it seemed like it had been passed to the kids. I found it a little bit difficult to believe, just like that. So I said, no, did you run test? Let me see the test that shows that there is candida in your mouth. So she said she didn't have test. So I said she should go and run tests. I said they should do a swab for the VJ and her mouth, and then mouth swabs for her children, and a urethral swab for her husband. So they did all that, and then the results shows that she was the only one having candida, but it was in her reproductive system, in her V. There was no candida in her son's mouth. And then she said she believes that they have. I said, well, the results show that they don't have. She said, but there are white patches in their mouths. Okay, I'm putting up screenshots. And then she made videos and she sent to me. And she said anytime she tries to brush their teeth, that they're always crying because it's painful. And she said one of her sons, his tongue is very painful, is the worst. And said something is going behind their tongue, even behind hers. So I now told her, I said, it's not candida, as the swabs have come back negative for any microbial infection. So it might be something else. They may be cold sores, and cold sores are usually viral infections. They are not bacterial. So I said, I'm suspecting that. So why don't we start off with something simple, a product that is antiviral, a simple antiviral product, and see if that can help. So I recommended our black seed oil, because our black seed oil is actually very potent. It can be used for viral infections, but it depends on the type of viral infection anyway. So she paid for it, and then she messaged me yesterday and she said, I'm giving them the oil for just 6 days and I'm seeing results already. Hopefully it clears up totally. This is very awesome. And it just goes to show that sometimes we might feel, people sometimes feel that they have a certain disorder, meanwhile they don't. It's just something that is in their head or they are imagining. And there could be manifestations of symptoms, but it wouldn't be what you think. And one thing I've come to realize is that a lot of people use Google and it messes with their psyche, in the sense that they read all sorts of horrible things on Google and they jump to conclusions. But the truth of the matter is, you have to do an investigation before you jump to any conclusions, which is what I did. I asked them to take swabs in the mouth of the children on where the sores are and check. There was no bacterial infection, there was no fungal infection. So everything she had been imagining was actually not true, and she was giving herself a lot of emotional stress because of it. I think too a little bit of guilt, because she mentioned oral intercourse, and I think that was at the back of her mind, and she was thinking that she had somehow infected her children, because children, they can come and kiss you on the mouth and everything. So she thought that she had passed it on to her children, and the sores that were in their mouth was actually candida. But I knew it wasn't. Now when you have something like that, and they've tested, it's not of bacterial origin, it's not of fungal origin, the next thing you suspect is a virus. So one of the most common viruses that cause sores in the mouth are the viruses that are responsible for cold sores. Okay, so these are viruses that are related to herpes, and they can cause cold sores, which are very painful in the mouth. Don't mistake it for the actual herpes. It isn't. These cold sores are very common. Sometimes for people, they come and they go. And then another thing again is, it's possible that their immune systems were depressed. And that one of the things that black seed oil does is that it's, apart from the fact that it is an antiviral product, it also boosts your immune system. And when your immune system is strengthened, it can now be strong enough to fight off a lot of things that your body might be finding difficult to get rid of. So I'm very happy that within 6 days she's already seeing some improvement. So I want to, because this was more like an experiment, but I'm telling you, I was suspecting. There was no actual diagnosis that the sores were caused by those sores were cold sores and they were of viral origin. So I said we are experimenting, right? I suspect, I did not confirm, but let's try this and see. And then it's working beautifully for the children. So hopefully after they have finished the black seed oil bottles that they bought, hopefully it would have cleared completely, and then their immune system will now be strong enough to now sort of like keep it suppressed or get rid of it completely. And that's what I'm hoping. So you see the beauty of high potency products. cannot be overemphasized. It's not just black seed oil that tastes like black seed oil, smells like black seed oil. Does it contain the active ingredients that makes it medicinally effective or gives it a medicinal effect on the body? Does it? That's what is most important actually. Okay, so black seed oils are not created equal, as you can see from all the reviews that you've been seeing. And by the way, there was an open review on the one I posted earlier today, so you guys can check it. I pinned the review, and I'm still going to post it later. Share.